Hello, my name is Julia and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be here with you on the mat for an evening chill out flow. So this was actually a request that came in from one of the subscribers. You know who you are. So thank you very much for that request. I'm always happy to take them, so just leave them in the comments. And yeah, this class is going to be beautiful for anyone that's finishing one part of their day, whether it might be work or an activity or whatever you were doing before, and you slowly want to transition into the next part, whether that is into bed or something else, relaxing, dinner. And I'm happy to take you there. So it's going to be a short flow, but we're going to really calm down, ground down, connect with the breath, and open up the body. So if that sounds good to you, let's start in child's pose. You can bring your knees as wide as the mat and sit your hips down towards your heels. Walk your fingers out and drop your forehead down onto the mat. We'll be here for 3 deep breaths. And as you bring that breath in through the nose and sighing out the mouth, letting go anything that happened before this class, so you can come into the present moment. Also connect with the body and make sure that you feel nice and heavy. Tracing through all of the parts of the body that are touching the mat at the moment and see if you can allow them to relax even more, allowing the ground beneath you to support you. And noticing the breath and where it travels, seeing if through time you can bring that breath deep into the belly, softening the belly and allowing it to expand. Okay, one more deep breath together. Inhale through the nose and sighing out the mouth. Beautiful. Okay, let's slowly walk our hands over towards the right side here, bringing the left hand on top of the right and dropping the forehead down back onto the mat. Feeling a nice side stretch here in the left side body. One deep breath here. Exhale. And then slowly moving through center, coming over to the left side, bringing the right hand on top of the left and dropping the forehead down. Taking one deep breath here. And exhale. Beautiful. Now coming through center and slowly flutter the eyes open and lift yourself up into a tabletop position. Hello, welcome back. And let's just take some organic body rolls here. So instead of our traditional cat-cow, we're just going to be moving the spine in all different directions, maybe moving forward and back, bringing the arms into it, bringing the hips into it, bringing the head and neck and shoulders into it. And making sure to go in both directions if you haven't already. Beautiful. And slowly coming back to center. And now let's inhale, lift that right arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a nice gentle spinal twist. And take some arm circles here, opening and loosening the shoulder joint. In one direction and the other. And slowly let's exhale, bring that right arm underneath the left, coming into thread the needle pose, palm facing up. Now this is a beautiful stretch into the shoulder as well, so then lengthen that left arm up to the top of the mat and allow the pressure on your fingers to let you twist a little bit deeper and feel the stretch a little bit more. 2 deep inhales here, followed by beautiful deep exhales. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now let's slowly unwind, lifting up and bringing that right arm back up towards the ceiling and switching sides. Now lifting the left arm up, getting that nice spinal twist and taking our arm circles as big as you can get them. Switching the directions. And then let's come in to thread the needle on this side. Left arm going underneath the right and lengthening out that right arm. Breathing, feeling the stretch along the back of the left shoulder. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. And then let's slowly unwind, lifting the left arm up towards the ceiling. And coming back to center. Now let's come into puppy pose here for one last shoulder stretch. So walking the arms out in front of us and slowly dropping the forehead down onto the mat. Try to keep the lower body as it is as we energetically pull the armpit area and our shoulders down towards the mat. Keeping your core engaged so we're not dumping in the lower back. And take one more deep breath here as we really feel that beautiful opening of the chest, opening of the shoulders. And exhale. Nice. Okay, bring the hands to either side of the face and lift yourself back up to tabletop. Let's tuck the toes under and push back into our first downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here to really do whatever feels good for you. As always, it's nice to see how your body is feeling in down dog. I don't know how active you've been today, but maybe you already feel quite open and flexible in the back of the body. Or maybe you've been sitting like me, so you feel quite tight and you need to take it nice and slow. Take these next few breaths for yourself here, pressing one heel down at a time, maybe lingering on one side, keeping one knee bent and switching to the other just to give yourself a little bit more grace. Shaking the head out, allowing the neck and shoulders to relax. And then everyone finding their way back to center. Let's inhale, lift the right leg out behind us into a three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. And just as we did with the arms, let's do some leg circles here. So circling the knee in one direction, opening up the hip, and the other direction. Beautiful. And then let's slowly step forward with the right foot to the top of the mat and drop the left knee down, coming into a low lunge. We're going to stay nice and low today, nice and grounded, so we're not lifting up here. So if you have trouble putting your hands or your fingertips onto the mat, maybe grab some pillows or blocks. Otherwise, floating onto the fingertips and opening the chest. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the hips back, straighten the front leg, coming into a hamstring stretch. Inhale to come forward. And exhale back. Inhale forward. Last time, exhale back. And then we're going to come forward here, and this time walk our foot to the outside of the mat and come into pigeon pose. So finding yourself into your pigeon pose, walking the back leg out and making sure both of your hip bones are pointing towards the front of the mat, shining your heart forward, lift. And exhale, fold to wherever feels good for you. I'm going to stay up on my forearms today so I can really work on getting my hips nice and even as my glutes are tight. As I said, I've been sitting today, just like maybe some of you. So giving myself some time to just really slow down and open up. Exhale. Beautiful. One more deep inhale together. And exhale. And coming up onto your hands here, we're going to tuck the back toes under and lift ourselves back into downward facing dog. Let's go straight to the other side. So bringing the left foot forward, this time dropping the right knee and coming into our low lunge on this side. Seeing how this side feels. This is usually my more flexible side, so I can always come in a little bit easier, seeing how this left side feels for you. Shining the heart forward, nice and long spine. And then let's come into our hamstring stretch on the exhale. Inhale, shining forward. Exhale to come back. One more time, inhale forward. And exhale back. And then slowly coming forward and moving into our pigeon pose on the left leg. Walking that back leg out here, coming up onto the fingertips and allowing yourself to inhale and shine the heart forward. And coming down to wherever feels comfortable on this side. Maybe it's the same like me on the forearms, or maybe you're coming all the way down with your head on the mat. Whatever feels good for you this evening. And take 2 beautiful deep breaths here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Slowly coming back up onto the hands, and we're not going to go back into down dog. Instead, let's swing our right leg to meet the left and bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to come into our butterfly pose here and take more of a yin restorative version of it. So instead of forcing ourselves over, we're just going to allow our body to fall over the legs. So on an inhale, lengthen your spine, open the chest. And on an exhale, fold over the legs and bring your forearms down onto the mat, palms facing up, and allow your chin to come in towards your chest. Feel the entire of your back relax and become heavy. This is our last asana of the day, so let go of anything else that you need to. Feeling heavy with each part of the body that touches the mat again, just like we did in child's pose at the beginning of the class. And let's take one last deep inhale together. Exhale, sighing out the mouth. Beautiful. Slowly walk the hands close in towards the body. Make yourself into a comfortable seated position. Flutter the eyes open. Bring the arms up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Bow your chin towards your chest in a moment of gratitude for yourself and showing up on the mat, moving your body, connecting with your breath. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.